Hi, this is Mr. McLaughlin with Ms. McDonald. We're here to talk to you about lesson 5-13.
All right, in this lesson, we're going to talk about dividing fractions. We're going to use visuals to do so. The first thing you have for mental math, okay, I'm going to pull the 3 problems out, okay? Remember that of means multiplication. So if you want to pause your screen to answer each one on a separate piece of paper or in your journal, that's fine. The first one is 1/3 of a half, 1/4 of 1/5, half of 1/4. Okay, when you're done with that, you could go to screen 2 and try these next 3 problems. You could pause your video. 2/3 of a half, 3/4 of a fifth, and 5/6 of 1/3. Okay. Now we're going to move on to our math message.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about fraction division. Solve the following problems. You may use drawing numbers. 6-meter rope is cut into 3 or 4 parts. How long is each piece? So you're essentially dividing 6 by 3. So each piece would be 2. The second question. A 1-meter rope is cut up into 3 equal pieces. How long is each piece? Again, the number model would be 1 divided by 3, which is 1/3. And for question 3, you have half divided by 3 equal pieces. How long is each piece? Question 3, we're going to wait on because we're going to tackle that again in a little bit. But if you notice the pattern, they're all being divided by 3. All right, let's see what's up next.
Okay. What we're going to do now is we are going to walk you through a division word problem story before you're going to try some on your own. Okay, so if you look at this problem, let's read it together. Jerome is making banana walnut bread. The recipe calls for 1/3 cup of walnuts. Jerome mixes the batter and pours it into 2 small bread tins. If he splits the walnuts equally between the 2 tins, how many cups of walnuts will be in each tin? Okay, so you have to ask yourself, what is he splitting up? He's splitting up the walnuts. He has 1/3 of walnuts, so that's going to be our picture. I'm going to shade in 1/3. Okay, that's representing our walnuts. Now, if you look at the next part of the problem, it says he's going to pour it into 2 small bread tins. So I'm now going to cut this into 2 pieces. Okay, notice that I went horizontally the opposite way, so 2 pieces. And then the question is how many cups of walnuts will be in each tin. If you look at the one shaded piece, what would your answer be? Your answer would be 1/6. Okay, we're going to move on now to the next screen where you're going to try some problems on your own, doing visuals just like this, or using your fraction circle pieces if you have the e-toolkit accessible on your computer.
Okay, for problems 1 and 2, write a number model using a letter for the unknown. So that can be any letter of the alphabet. Solve, showing your solution strategy with representations or drawings. Summarize your work for the division number model. Check your answer using multiplication and write a number sentence to show how you checked it.
Awesome. So I'm going to go through each problem. I'm just going to leave a few seconds in between so you can pause and answer. We did some of the visuals for you to get started, but you have to divide them to get your answer. So here's number 1. You could pause and answer. Next problem. And this question says, when you divide a fraction by a whole number greater than 1, is the quotient larger or smaller than the fraction? This is just something you can think about to respond to in your notebook. When you are done with this, you could go onto your math boxes, which might be done already, since this was a previous lesson taught. Okay, if you're online, you could just go to the math boxes on Connect Ed, or if you do have your journal at home, it's page 190. Okay, have a great day. And Mr. McLaughlin and I thank you for watching our videos, and we hope.
Yes, thank you. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you were able to relearn something, as this is a review lesson.
Yep.
And have a great day.
Awesome. Bye.